Hi, I'm GB and I'm the founder of Afro with GB and an Afro dance fitness instructor. I am also the founder of the Dare platform and a sports psychologist. I am currently living in Kenya and have made Kenya my second home for the past 11 months. So AWJ, also known as Afro with GB, it revolves around three pillars: dance, connect, and pushing boundaries. So with dance, it's about studio classes in Singapore, Afro dance fitness classes, where we dance to different genres from the continent of Africa, so sub-Saharan Africa. So we have Amapiano, we have Afro beats, and we also have Odi from East Africa. And we also do corporate events and private classes. And basically, it's about having people embrace the African culture through dance. And it's also about, it's not about just focusing on techniques. It's about people feeling free in their body and to take that first step to just dance with no judgment. Mistakes are allowed. The three things that we always say is feel it till you make it, make mistakes and have fun. So that's the dance part of AWJ. And with Connect, it's about connection to Africa. So we bring down dancers from Africa and we host the Afro Dance Experience. So we've done 2 events in the last 2 years, and yeah, it's about people in Singapore learning from the source basically. And last but not least, Push Boundaries is where we host retreats in Kenya, dance retreats specifically, where people, especially from Singapore and around Asia as well, get to experience the dance culture in Kenya, and yeah, just have a full experience in the heart of Kenya, which is where I'm living now as well. So I never thought I wanted to make this big leap. I think I always knew I wanted to live in another country, but I didn't know where. I did my first Africa tour in 2022, where I did 10 countries across Southern and Eastern Africa. And there was a moment where I was just like, I think I found home. Again, I didn't know when, how, why. It was just a feeling, to be honest. And I happened to spend a week in Nairobi, Kenya, after the tour, and I just fell in love with Kenya. And I was like, I need to come back. I need to make this home, or at least I need to explore the idea of making Kenya home. Of course, I came with a tourist lens, so I felt like it would be good to come back without the tourist lens and just explore the country and see if there's potential of me living here. So I came back in January 2023 and then came back to Kenya in July 2023. And then I was like, yeah, I think I want to make this home. And then eventually I booked a one-way ticket in January 2024. And I've been living here since, but I also make trips back to Singapore when I need to. And yeah, so that's been a bit of my journey. So I get this question a lot, almost too much. And I get where people are coming from. I think there are certain stereotypes that have been portrayed about Africa or Kenya in the media. And I guess that's exactly why I wanted to organize the retreats, because I wanted people to see beyond what the media showed. So to answer the question, is Kenya safe? It's I think it's like every other country where there are things that could happen and things that might not happen. You know what I mean? So I think it's about listening to your intuition. I think it's about making the right decisions as well, and not, of course, putting yourself in situations where it is unsafe. But for the most part of it, people live a normal life. People live a beautiful life. I have made so many friends here, and I have explored the country in so many ways. I love my life here. So if it was that unsafe, like, I don't think I would be here, right? And I don't think I would then organize a retreat to invite people to come over here and experience it. So I think, you know, every country is more than what people portray it to be, or people's perception of it. I think it's about experiencing it for yourself. And I experienced it for myself, and I feel like I I guess I want to give people opportunities to also experience it for themselves without all the barriers. So I do regular video calls with my parents and my friends all over the world. And to be honest, it's not that big of a change for me because I've always had friends who lived all over the world, and we've always had those. Um, we've just always had that relationship where we'll check in each other, and even if we don't check in with each other for a few months, when we do, it's like time had not passed. So yeah, like voice notes. I mean, not with technology, honestly, it's not that hard. So with voice notes and with video calls, um, it's yeah, I guess that's how I keep in touch with them. And of course, they follow me on social media, so I guess that helps with the updating without having to update. So yeah. So I came to Kenya, or at least dance brought me to Africa. Dance brought me to Kenya, but what made me stay is the people, the culture, the food, how welcoming people are, even though they don't know you. I have just made wonderful friends here, and just genuine connections with people here that I feel it feels like my soul home. My favorite food, okay, it's a bit hard. uh, I would say actually my favorite food would be the tilapia fish and the way they make it. So believe it or not, we actually get our own fish here. So I don't know if maybe in Singapore, when we have our seafood, there's like one fish and then everybody shares it, right? So here it's a bit different. We actually get one whole fish to yourself. And man, do I indulge in the fish. Like I am a happy kid when there is fish. And it's also very affordable. So yeah, fish, tilapia fish. Having said that, I love Kenyan food and I have my favorite food in Kenya. I am Singaporean through and through, and I love my Singaporean food. So yes, I do miss Singapore food. I think sometimes I have to switch a part of my brain off when it comes to Singapore food. There is Chinatown in Singapore, and I can kind of get my Asian fix, but it's never the same. So the one thing that I always make sure I have the moment I come back to Singapore is bak chor, bak chor mee, and biryani, because it's a bit different here, but I get a lot of, actually I can get a lot of biryani here, but I think having like home cooked biryani um, from your mom is it's different. So yeah, I do miss Singapore food. So I just concluded my first AWJ retreat, which was held in March, and the next one is going to be held in October 24th, 2025, and it will be another 10 days of the retreat. And it will still revolve around the three pillars of dance, connect, and pushing boundaries. Just that might look a bit different. And at first, when I was thinking about the second retreat, I thought I could just copy paste, but I think what I realized was that there's just the more I live here, there's just so much that just Kenya has so much to offer, right? So I feel like it will also be nice for maybe the people who want to come back again to also experience something different. And also, I feel like it's still important for me to have certain core elements of the retreat. Maybe there will be similar instructors, but maybe also a few different instructors. Maybe going to, in terms of connecting with nature, or going to the coast, maybe we'll go to a different part of the coast and maybe do a hike somewhere, a simple hike somewhere else. Yeah, because there's just so many hidden gems here that I think people would love to explore. And yeah, and also with in terms of like visiting foundations or social enterprises, again there's so much good work that is being done out there, and I think that would be really nice for people to see and experience. So yeah, a few similar things just to keep the core of it together and also experience other various things that Kenya has to offer. So I would summarize Kenya as chaotic calm, soul, and warmth. Okay, so if you want to find out more about our classes in Singapore, about retreats in Kenya, you can follow us on Afro with GB on TikTok and Instagram, and you can also follow us on AWJ Retreat on Instagram. And of course, there's always the website where you can get all the information on www.afrowithgb.com. Thank you.